This is Fisker on the monthly chart, and it's pretty ugly ever since prices started closing below this $10 support resistance band. Price has been in a down spiral, as 50 Cent would say. We're going to go to the current price action, and we're going to go straight to the daily chart. And the decline picked up after they announced the earnings. You had this first gap down, and then there was bankruptcy talks, which caused price to gap down again. And now they came out with some more news about halting some of the production. And as you see, price closed at the lows for the week. Now I do have this projected pullback before the next leg down. I am anticipating Fisker getting some type of good news at some point, but that news, it will be an opportunity to sell the stock short. Speaking of news, let's get into the most recent news. So Fisker is pausing EV production for 6 weeks as its financial struggles worsen. Fisker looks to get its finances in order after failing to make an interest rate payment. Now, if you're not making anything, there's no opportunity to sell, right? So you're not bringing any revenue. You're just eating up any cash reserves that you do have for operating the company moving forward for those 6 weeks. Now, according to an SEC filing on Monday, Fisker is pausing EV production for 6 weeks, starting immediately. The move is to align inventory levels and progress strategic and financing initiatives. Now, aligning inventory levels, we've seen that Tesla just cut their demand in China. We see price wars. The demand is not there at this time. So one reason why Fisker is halting production. They just have too much inventory at the moment. The EV startup was unable to file its annual report due on March 15th, putting it in default on its convertible note due next year. In addition, Fisker failed to make an interest payment of $8.4 million on March 15th, 2024. Now, the company does have a 30-day grace period to make the payment before it goes into default. Fisker said it elected not to make the interest payment, even though it currently has the liquidity to do so, as it looks to improve its financial situation. Now, the EV startup cash and equivalents dwindled to just $121 million after making significant payments to suppliers. That's down from $737 million at the end of 2022 and $326 million at the end of 2023. So based on this cash burn, they may be out of money by the end of this year. Now, as of December 31st, Fisker's accounts payable were $182 million. However, Fisker expects more cash will be needed to pay debt and to scale EV production. Fisker will need to raise additional debt, partner with an OEM, or generate cash from vehicle sales to continue operations. And I can tell you, if they start selling vehicles, it's not going to be enough to cover operations because they have not reached that break-even point. Earlier this month, reports suggested Fisker and Nissan were in advanced talks that could give the EV maker a financial lifeline. However, Nissan has since partnered with rival Honda. The company is also facing delisting from the New York Stock Exchange. With its stock price well below the required minimum of $1, Fisker's shares are currently around 12 cents per share, down 97% over the past year. So this is just bad news after bad news after bad news. And a delisting would be even bad news because it'll be harder for them to raise the cash needed to run their operations. So what I envision is some type of stock split within the next couple of weeks, right, to get that price above the dollar minimum. And if they do that, that would be an opportunity to short it, because that doesn't mean that they're out of water yet. So let me know what you think. Is it doomsday for Fisker, or will they get some type of support line moving forward? Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Please like the video.